Greeting teacher and hello everyone. We are group 2 and this is our proposal presentation. Our main theme is water pollution in Cambodia. Now let's get to know our member. Our team have 6 members who are Kim Lang, Cầm Aim, Siêu Pek, Sok Thị Đa, Mùi Liếng and me, Siêu Kim. Now let's get to our content. For our contents, you will get to understand it more once we get to our parts. So now let's get started by getting to know some information about water. First of all, water is one of the main resources that is really essential for the existence of human beings. And as we have learned, 70% of Earth is made of water. Yet, despite that figure, there is a limited amount of water usable by living beings on Earth, especially humankind, and it is constantly used and reused in a sustainable water cycle. In this video, we will explain about water pollution and its cause and effect, a study case from the Philippines, and a solution to solve water problem caused by solid waste and sewage in Cambodia. So now, let us answer the question, what is water pollution?
Hello everyone, my name is Mùi Liang and today I will present the first part of our group presentation. It's about what is water pollution, and in this part I will explain you about the definition of water pollution and the two main impacts of water pollution. Move to another slide. Water pollution is the contamination, pollution of water body, usually as a result of human activity, in such as a manner that negatively affected its legitimate use. And water pollution also reduces the ability of the body of water to provide the ecosystem service that it would otherwise provide. Okay, let's move to another part. It's about two main impact of water pollution. Water pollution impact on the environment and water pollution impact on human health. And this is the environmental impact of water pollution. In order to strike healthy ecosystem rely on a complex web of animal, plant, bacteria, and fungi, all of which interact directly or indirectly with each other. Moreover, it harm to any of these organisms can create a chain effect, impairing entire aquatic environment. When water pollution causes an algal bloom in a lake or marine environment, the proliferation of newly introduced nutrients stimulate plant and algae growth, which in turn reduce oxygen level in the water. And this is human health impact of water pollution. Water pollution kills. Contaminated water can also make you ill. Every year, unsafe water sicken about 1 billion people, and low-income communities are disproportionately at risk because their homes are often closest to the most polluting industry. Waterborne or pathogen in the form of disease-causing bacteria and viruses, or from human and animal waste, are a major cause of ENF from contaminated drinking water. Disease spread by unsafe water include cholera, Giardia, and typhoid. Even in vaccination, accidental or illegal release from sewage treatment facility, as well as runoff from farm and urban area, contribute harmful pathogens to waterway. Drinking or using polluted water can result in health problems such as digestive issue, toxicity, and death, or chronic toxicity and neurological issue from more serious chemical pollution. Move to the second point of our video is about cause of water pollution from a structural or functionalist perspective. So what causes water pollution? In this video, we are going to explain the causes of water pollution from a structural functionalist perspective. Social structural functionalism focuses on how change in one aspect of the social system affect other aspects of society. In this case, we can see that changes in our society like population growth, industrialization, and even economic development contribute to water pollution. So how? Population growth itself is not as critical as the way in which population produce, distribute, and consume. As a result, in increased waste and ton of that waste go into water, sewage, garbage, and liquid waste of household, agricultural land, and factory are discharged into lake and river. Each year, 8 million tons of plastic reach the ocean and equivalent of a full garbage struck every minute. Economic development, the country is being richer. We produce then waste, then again it go to the water. With changes and technology, people take long so far use this vessel and use water carelessly, which increases water waste. Water pollution is most serious in developing countries where more than 1 billion people lack access to clean water. In developing countries, more than 80% of untreated sewage is dumped directly into river, lake, and sea that are also used for drinking and bathing. For instance, most of the wastewater in Phnom Penh ran off directly to public receiving sources, including the Tonle Sap and Mekong River stream through public sewer and open canal or drainage system. As a consequence of a population concentration, water close to human settlement is frequently polluted with untreated or partially treated human waste, chemical radioactivity, and level of heat sufficient. The method of food production used by many core nations rely on liberal doses of nitrogen and pesticide, which end up back in the water supply. And that's all for my point.
Hello teacher and everyone, my name is Super and I am responsible for part 3 is solution in Asian country and we focus on the Philippines. The Philippines is a Southeast Asian nation and is a collection of 7,107 islands that surrounded by the Luzon Strait, South China Sea, Sulu Sea, Celebes Sea, and Philippine Sea that you can see the location on the map. The Philippines has a population over 109 million. Moreover, according to the Water Environment Partnership in Asia, that we can call in short WEAP, 32% of the Philippine landmass, maybe 96,000 square kilometers, is used for agriculture, and the primary crops are rice, corn, sugarcane, fruit, vegetables, and trees for rubber. According to the United Nations, the uncontrolled rapid growth of population in the Philippines has contributed to an environmental problem, especially water pollution. Water pollution is a major problem in the Philippines, and with an increased population, urbanization, agriculture, and industrialization help or reduce the quality of water in the Philippines. And the most pollution sources are industrial, with 45%, domestic liquid waste, another 45%, and 10% of solid waste. To deal with the water pollution in Philippines, the government has created two projects. The first project is called the Manila Sewage Project, and another project is called Solid Waste Management. Now let's move to the first project, the Manila Sewage Project, or MTSP, have to meet the water sanitation and urbanization challenge identified in the government's medium-term Philippine Development Plan of 2004 and 2010. In particular, the worsening water quality of Metro Manila resulting from rapid population growth, urbanization, and industrialization. This project helped to reducing the pollution of the river and waterway caused by untreated domestic and industrial waste. Now let's move to solution. This project uses an interactive and innovative approach to address sewage and sanitation issues that include the following. First, introduce water treatment facilities within communities that support a revival of urban renewable activities, leading to the cleanup of riverbanks and the improvement in community facilities such as cover courts and parks, and as well as promotion of more social interaction. Second is testing the use of combined sewer and drain system in the Philippines. The third solution is apply a decentralized approach to the delivery of sewage service that actively promoted community consultation and involvement. 4. Build an expanded small treatment facility in Metro Manila. And the last solution is expanded the practice of safe disposal of treated spectate for use as fertilizer in areas affected by volcanic eruption to improve soil condition and crop yield. And that's all for solution. Now, look at the result. Over 77,000 connections to water and sewage were provided between 2005 and 2012. Approximately 50,000 more septic tanks were dislodged per year from 2008 to 2012 for a total of over 262,000. Over 3.5 million people were educated by the project's public information campaign from 2005 to 2012. Moreover, connection to water give women and children better health, and soil condition and crop yield were improved from using treated sewage as fertilizer. In communities where the wastewater treatment plants were built, urban renewal projects sparked. Teams got out and cleaned up river banks, paths were built, and social interaction took place. And that's all for results for Project 1. Now let's move to Project 2, Solid Waste Management. How does Philippines deal with solid waste in their country? Philippines used to main source in managing their solid waste, which are closure of dump site and establishment of MRF. Now, without delay, let's go to the closure of dump site. Closure of dump site. Open dump sites are where solid waste is deposited without consideration for environment and health standards, to which are illegal to operate, and authorities try to close or ban them. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources of Philippines has closed down more than 335 places of open dump sites across the country, and they succeed in doing by enforcing the Republic Act on the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act, and they encourage their citizens, business, and even local government units to throw any trash at the existing sanitary landfills or at residual containment areas. Now, let's move to MRI. MRI stands for Material Recovery Facility. MRI is a facility where they collect recyclable material and process it to a raw material and sell them to manufacturers. There are two kinds of MRI. The first one is clean MRI. They collect only recyclable material, and dirty MRIs collect mixed material and separate it by manually or mechanically. For the Philippine plan of MRIs, they enforce their solid waste rule and build more MRIs. There are about 1,000 of MRIs all over the country. And that's all for my part. Silkin will talk more about solutions in Cambodia. Thank you.
In this part, we're gonna show you which solution is the best for Cambodia. As you can see in the picture, we recommend the wastewater recycling plan. Since Silpak has explained the process of this method already, so I will just simplify it again. Basically, we collect polluted or wasted water and we run it through a rigorous system to produce usable and drinkable water. As we have shown you, this method has already been used in Philippines. But Philippines isn't the only country. In fact, Singapore also utilized this method to renew their water. So after hearing Philippines and Singapore use it, you might ask, could it be a success in Cambodia? Actually, yes. Chipmunk Group has already used this plan. They built it as an extension to their factory, and it is a success. So, in case you are interested, you can look up this video on YouTube, which called Wastewater Management Plan. As I have shown you, there is already an example in Cambodia. Therefore, it is very possible to do it. So now we will tell you how we think of doing it and what we hope to achieve. First, the process. We want to build this wastewater recycling facility, but not as big and grand as Chipmunks. We want to build it as a standalone by its own, and we will collect the wastewater, especially wastewater from houses, then recycle this polluted water through a rigorous process with technologies and testings in order to guarantee that we produce usable and drinkable water. After that, we will sell this new clean water to the public for profit. Next, we will ask the government to cooperate with us by advocating. What we ask of the government is that they will enforce the laws as well as this method into the industry or factories, especially those that utilize a lot of water. Next is our goals. What we hope to achieve is to widely spread the knowledge of water pollution to the public, to improve Cambodian industries to be more eco-friendly and more sustainable, to improve Cambodian economy by selling our own products and giving job opportunities. Lastly, we sincerely hope to provide clean water to everyone in Cambodia. We want to start off somewhere in the outskirts of the city, then after we success, we want to expand it out to the rural areas so that even poor people are able to have safe water or clean water to drink. And from what we have researched, Chipmunk has spent about $4 million to build this waste management facility in their cement factories. So we would like to ask for only about $2 million to establish our plan. And here is the list of references that we have used for our research. You can look it up if you are interested. Lastly, we hope that you will think about our proposal. Yes, Cambodia possesses a large quantity of water with our Mekong River and Mekong Lake. However, more than 2 million of people in Cambodia lack access to safe water. And here is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for sticking with us to the end.